Good afternoon, YouTube. It is I, Danielle, better known as Danielle Happy Medium, and in this video topic up for discussion today, in my sort of viewpoints on certain said topic that we're about to discuss, I want to talk a little bit about the ringing in the ears, if what this ringing in the ears could be, in my interpretation of ringing in either the left or the right ear of the physical world. Now, first and foremost, we have to rule out the physical element. So the physical element is this tinnitus, or where there is a particular problem or issue with the physical ear. Now, if you've been to the GP and he said there's nothing wrong, or she said there's nothing wrong, then we need to take our mind to the fact that it may be or could have something to do with the spiritual realms. Now, I know from set experience and through my development, when I first started out and I was just sort of getting into mediumship and things, I didn't have any of this ringing. Went to my GP, had it all looked at, and there was no physical issue with my ears. Subsequently from there, as this ringing began to get obviously louder and more stronger, I become aware, excuse me, that my clairaudience was now starting to take form, i.e. I was starting to hear the spirit world, or hear the names, or hear the thoughts, or hear the words, but I heard them not only internally, which is inside my mind, but I also heard them externally as well. And as I've worked and done more and more development with the spiritual world, I've become very, very aware as well that this ringing in the ears, sometimes I don't always feel the spirit world. Sometimes I don't always see them. It depends on where my head's at that day, where my mind is, how my mind's perceiving that energy, the way in which that it's coming in. And I've learned through obviously development and through learning and growing with the spiritual realms that each and every loved one, guide, energy in which that I work with has a different vibration. It sort of sounds differently. And I learned through working with different guides and working with different helpers and different communicators that each and every one of them worked a different way. Now, when the spirit world works with the mind, remember it's only energy and the way in which the energy is perceived within the mind. What we have to also understand is there's only 3 ways that the energy tends to blend with the mind. So most of the time it's from the back, sometimes from the front, but also from the sides. And I become very aware over the years of developing that certain particular energies were working from this side, some were working from this side. And through listening to the noises of my ears, I could determine how close them loved ones were, how close they were to my mind, and whether or not they were trying to work with my mind before it was time for me to work. Because as much as we love the loved ones and the loved ones love us, they don't understand the concept of time. So they tend to or will come forward and try to work with your mind that little bit earlier, or if you're not enough disciplined with the mind and keeping yourself here to the earth plane, every time we move our mind to the spirit world, we're sort of making the spirit world aware that we may be ready to work, which means the loved ones will start to come forward. And through listening to these different sorts of energies, I also was able to pick up what kind of energy it was, so whether it was male or female. I couldn't tell you an age and things on it, but it was through working with this energy, I become very aware of the noise was more of a man's or of a woman's, and that someone may be on the left, someone may be on the right. And through listening to this energy, the louder it got, the closer they got. The less they were away, the further away they were from my mind. Now, this is only my experience. It may not be this way for everybody, but I did want to sort of do a video because I see so many of you asking me out there about this ringing in the ears. What could it possibly mean? So this is sort of my interpretation of what it could be. Now, I'm not saying it's true, right, and accurate. All I'm saying is through the years of my development, this is what I've come to learn and understand with this energy. Also, I've found as well that sometimes when I hear this energy, sometimes it's my guide trying to get my attention because ultimately I'm not paying enough notice, or there's something they want to talk to me about. It again is going to be how you perceive this energy, how it works for you, in which way that these certain hints and tips may benefit you with the ringing of the ears. I have also come to learn as well that sometimes the noise is just where there's different vibrations, or where your energy is also vibrating or changing. Because if you are working with energy or your energy on a regular basis, like I do, which is through sitting in the power or doing development of your own, if you're a spiritually developed medium like myself, understanding my own energy is really important. And my energy will change frequency every day depending on the mood in which that I sit in. So it could also be that the energy is a frequency of yourself and you are also hearing just your own energy there. So in this video, I hope I've been able to give a little more clarity on what that ringing may be. Hopefully this will maybe answer some of the questions, or may sort of give you a little bit bigger understanding, and maybe you can go away and speak with your people and maybe get a bigger understanding from them. But I hope that this has helped you in some way, shape or form. So in this video topic, we discussed ringing of the ears. Hopefully I'll see you all again sometime.